What's going on, y'all? Welcome back and thank you for joining. It's been one hell of a month, not just April, but March as well. A lot of times it's just so hard for people to just push through, myself included, staying positive, trying to ignore the media and just, move forward. So, with that being said, let's just get into some of these stories because even though you try to ignore the negativity, you still have to be informed, know what's going on, because you just don't want to stay willfully ignorant, you know what I mean? So, let's get into some of these headlines and let's just find a way to still be informed and use this information to further, give ourselves knowledge and prepare ourselves for what's coming. But remember that knowledge is power, so we don't use this as fear. We use this to prepare ourselves and make ourselves stronger. So let's get into some of this information. All right. Now, just this shows the decline of our country here in America, and not just in America, but the West overall. This was in Texas. One dead, two critical, and many others injured. As one guy he took a test for trucking. He tried to get his CDLs. He failed his test, got pissed, and decided to drive into the building the next day. Just shows the mental state of people here in America. People are just in an unhappy state. People are just wanting more out of life. And people are just feeling like, they're left behind and they're trying to do better. And people are frustrated. That's just the state of the country right now. And the mental health of the country is not good. This article right here. The House finally passes a surveillance bill after 3 stumbles. Now this right here openly violates the Fourth Amendment. And this is trending on Twitter right now, aka X. So this bill right here gives the government the ability to go through and invade people's privacy rights and pretty much things like the NSA. For those of you who are familiar with Edward Snowden, this gives them permission to invade your privacy and go through your information, especially your data and online stuff, your privacy, without a warrant. Now, this is, like I said, extremely unconstitutional, and you're going to see a lot of political banter online and on TV. But the fact of the matter is that they're going to focus on politicians and people in Washington. But you shouldn't worry about those people. You should worry about yourself. You see, those people are going to be protected. And what you need to worry about is that if they're able to pass a bill like this, who cares about the people in Washington? A lot of those people, they're already paid off and compromised to begin with. What you need to worry about is when bills like these pass, this stuff hurts the average person. And the things that they'll be able to do to people like you and myself are just going to be unbelievable. It's going to be outrageous. And when things like this pass, it just shows the true intentions of the people who represent us. And we literally pay their salaries with our tax dollars. And this is the middle finger that we get to our faces. And this is not just from Democrats, this is from Republicans as well. So we shouldn't even be playing politics at this point. Wall Street Journal. The U.S. moves warships to defend Israel in case of an Iranian attack. So, supposedly they're trying to say that it's going to be Iran who attacks Israel, but, the U.S. has this intelligence, right, where they're able to say, hey, Iran's going to attack Israel. If that's really the case, because, who really believes anything the U.S. says after the long list of countries that they've ran through? Iran really hasn't done too much aggression in the last century. How many countries have they ran through? And they want us to believe that Iran is going to just go out and start attacking countries. Doesn't really, make too much sense. But anyways, that's what the U.S. is saying. And now they're using that as an excuse to send warships. Now, if I have the article, so not sure, but the U.S. is literally sending warships. Oh, I think, that was the article I was showing you. But, they're sending warships to actually combat this. So we already know that this is going to lead to further escalation in the region. And we know who else is going to get involved. It's going to be China and Russia. And we know that Russia has already obliterated Ukraine when the media was telling us they were losing the war the whole time. We know that they're saying that the US is going to defend Taiwan, which is a lie. China is going to completely take that over, and we're going to do nothing about it, even though we should be defending our own country, which is collapsing in every single way, morally, financially, even internally with, the southern border. Every single way you can imagine, we're just completely falling apart. So, as Israel braces for these attacks, what are we doing? Well, we're just going to sit back, wait, and watch more war escalate and spread throughout the world. And people in America are going to be eating McDonald's, and they're going to be completely oblivious to the fact. And what is McDonald's going to do? They're going to be putting up billboards because they know that as their food kills you, guess what? They're going to be able to advertise it more and more. And as you're driving a mile up to McDonald's, you're going to be smelling McDonald's and you're going to be thinking, oh, wow, I could smell some fresh food. But no, it's coming from a piece of cardboard that you're driving past. And even though they know that the food is unhealthy and it's killing you, they don't give a damn because they're making money off of it. And the price of McDonald's probably tripled in the last decade, and you probably can't afford it because it doesn't cater to your budget anymore. And that's why they have to put these billboards up, because they want you to be so addicted to the food that it eventually kills you, and they're not worried about it. And they know that you can't afford it, and you can't even afford your health insurance at this point. So what are people going to end up doing? Well, legalize physician-assisted death. Because why would people even want to live in a world like this anymore, right? I mean, the government's violating your rights. We have fast food chains that are just selling you crap that's going to kill you. We have wars that you're paying for that's killing people around the world that you never met, that you don't even have a problem with. But your tax dollars are funding it. And they're saying, hey, if you're not okay with it, you're a bad American. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on this week, man. So I hope you like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next one.